Greetings, Lucky Legends. Welcome to the dojo. My name is Lucky. This is Lucky Lad TV. I'm your host of this video. And it is time for our OBC Week 2 Team Builder against Young Flex. Sketchy Smeargle and the Seattle Smeargles. Now, last week, I was proud of my team building last week. But let's go look at what I brought. I don't need that. And just look. So, we have a DD, Lum, Tyrantrum. Sub-DD, Lum, Tyrantrum. We have a Bulk Up Landorus. We have Reflect Starmie, T-Spikes. We have nothing really that interesting. Nothing that I would consider, flames. Which is why this week, we're bringing serious flames. This set does not count. There are a couple sets in here that I needed in order to give myself the best chance at winning. However, things get a little... they look kind of nice. I'm really excited for this week. One of the things that I was telling all of the other coaches for the OBC, because as you know, I am the creator and commissioner of the league, so I do all of the bookkeeping and all that sort of stuff. So it's important for you all to know and to understand that I will be taking my coaching duties much less seriously than I did in the other leagues. Because in this league specifically, I am much more focused on running it and making sure everything goes smoothly. So I truly do not care win or lose. Everyone in this league is a friend of mine. I know them. I'm happy for them if they win. This is not like the PMC. It's not like the NBA. In this league, it's 100% fine if I lose. I really don't care. I just want to have as much fun as possible and make sure that the league runs as smoothly and cleanly as possible. That's the important part. But I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of that because I'm going to be bringing some heat. I am telling you, I'm going to be bringing some heat if I can. And this week I definitely can. Our team actually matches up pretty well against Sketchy Smeargle's team with the exception of like one Pokemon, which is that Rotom Heat. Now, obviously, Mother Nature, our Mega Venusaur, can take it on pretty well. However, we don't want to get burned because that will really wear us down. Which is actually why we have 52 EVs in speed. That enables us to outspeed an uninvested... Actually, I'm going to change this right now. I haven't genned the team yet. To 108 speed. Rotom's base speed is 86. So at level 50, its uninvested speed is 106. If you put 4 EVs in there, it'll hit 107. So I'm going to give Venusaur enough speed so that it hits 108, so that we can outspeed a ever so slightly invested Venusaur. Now, I forgot to make this thing modest, but like I said, I haven't actually genned the team yet, so it doesn't matter. 212 EVs in special attack is enough to OHKO the standard spread for a Belly Drum Azumarill. Azumarill is, of course, a big threat. However, it gets walled completely by Mega Venusaur. And if you're thinking, well, what if he runs Sap Sipper? Sludge Bomb is the move of choice here. It will one-shot that Azu. And then I just dump the rest into HP. I don't need them anywhere else at all. I don't want to run a max speed Venusaur. I don't need that. I don't want to run, mixed bulk. I'm just going to put it all in HP. Give us some really good longevity between Synthesis, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, and Sludge Bomb. Now, the other thing about Sketchy Smeargle's team, and I'm going to read off his team for you right now. I forgot to do so. He has Skarmory, Kyurem Black, Azumarill, Heliolisk, Porygon 2, which is also a very big problem for our team, but I will go over that in just a minute. Rotom Heat, Venusaur, Hitmontop, Diancie, Lilligant, Mega Autono, and Gastrodon. Now, a lot of Pokemon on his team get either soft-walled or hard-walled by Mega Venusaur, and those mons include the Azumarill, the Heliolisk, which is more of a soft wall because Heliolisk can hit pretty hard, especially if he runs like a Choice Specs. The Rotom Heat, his own Venusaur, Hitmontop can't really touch us, Diancie can't really do that much to us, Lilligant can't touch us at all unless it's running a Hidden Power, but we beat that thing 1v1 easily. Mega Autono can't really do much to us, and Gastrodon can't really do that much to us. So Mega Venusaur matches up very, very well against his team. The few Pokemon that I don't really want to deal with Mega Venusaur, I can kind of deal with the next two Pokemon on our team. First, I'm going to go over Binary, our Registeel, with Thunder Wave, Stealth Rock, Rest, and Seismic Toss. Now, Heliolisk, if it is running, I believe, Life Orb, and Kyurem Black, again, if it is running Life Orb, neither of them can 2-hit KO me with anything because their physical attacks are not very effective, and their special attacks, the hardest thing that either of those Pokemon can hit me with would be an Earth Power from Kyurem Black, and we do take 2 of those and we can rest off the damage. We can take 1, Thunder Wave him, and then Seismic Toss him, and then go for Rest the next turn. Basically, we can beat it 1v1, especially with that Seismic Toss, dealing a clean 50 points of damage with every hit. I'm a little bit wary about Seismic Toss, however, there was no better move to put there. I originally wanted to do Iron Head. However, the problem with running Iron Head is that means we can't really hurt the Heliolisk because it is, of course, an electric type. Steel is not very effective against it. So not the best plan. So I just decided to go with Seismic Toss. It was a good middle-of-the-road type of play. My opponent also has no ghost types, so Seismic Toss will hit everything on his team. Next up, we do have Scorpion. Now, as you can see, this set is kind of flames. We have Honeclaw's Mix Ape. Honeclaw's Mix Ape. Basically, my opponent only has 2 potential hazard setters on his team. He has the Skarmory, which learns Spikes and Stealth Rock. And then he has the Diancie, which learns Stealth Rock. Neither of those Pokemon can one-shot me unless he is, of course, running the Skarmory. If he's running Skarmory, he can one-shot me with Brave Bird. Actually, no, wait. I don't want Mach Punch. I want Taunt. I want Taunt. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'd rather have Taunt, because the way that we can do this, we can taunt whatever he's using. Then we can follow it up with a Honeclaws, and then we can kill it. I'm thinking he's going to bring Diancie. As far as hazard setters are concerned, Skarmory is good, but it does not match up that well against our team. Especially since I have, I have Raichu, I have a fast fire type that hits very hard. If I see the Skarmory, I'll probably actually lead off with Binary and Thunder Wave it first. I'm not sure. There's a lot of different things that I can do here because Skarmory does have Sturdy. That's the problem, is that I can't actually one-shot it. And originally I was thinking of running Fake Out. Now the problem with running Fake Out, and as I'm thinking about it, Taunt, I don't really care about having Taunt. I'd rather have Mach Punch. I'd rather have Mach Punch or would I rather have Vacuum Wave? I'd rather have Mach Punch for the Heliolisk, because that thing's fast. But we may not be able to prevent hazards from getting up on our side of the field. However, we might be able to. It depends on how we play our cards. Hazards aren't a big issue for our team. They pretty much like I said, there's nothing on my team that takes that much damage from Stealth Rocks. And I don't know. I would really like to get off a Hone Claw's Iron Tail against that Diancie. I really, really want to do that. That would be fucking epic. But next up, I'm going to go over Grimace here. I'm skipping Landers. You'll understand why when I get to it. But next up is, of course, Haunter. I'm bringing a Spell Tag Haunter with Will-O-Wisp, Clear Smog, Toxic, and Hex. Now, double status with Clear Smog and Hex. The double status is because I want to be able to wear things down. I don't want to burn Porygon 2. I want to Toxic it. Similarly, I can't Toxic Skarmory, so I want to burn it. So I have a few different options with that. Clear Smog is because my opponent has a lot of potential setup sweepers. The Azumarill, which, granted, it does one-shot us with Aqua Jet. However, if he is not running Aqua Jet for some reason, then we can outspeed it and Clear Smog it. Other options, he could have a Swords Dance Venusaur. That was one thing I considered. He could have a Hitmontop. However, I would like to Will-O-Wisp that first just to be safe. He could bring a Quiver Dancing Lilligant, although it really does not match up well against our team. He could bring Calm Mind Diancie. He could bring Rock Polish Diancie. He could bring Calm Mind Mega Audino. He could bring Curse Gastrodon. He has a lot of setup options, which is why I am rocking out that Clear Smog. So that's kind of my plan there. And Hex hits everything on his team except for that Porygon 2. And if it is statused, it hits hard. Although it is only a stage 1, Haunter has great offensive presence and great speed. So I'm hoping it'll put in some work. I know it will in terms of statusing things. But as far as, getting kills, maybe. Next up is, of course, Sergio, our Assault Vest Raichu. Now, the reason I'm running Hidden Power Grass rather than Grass Knot is because Diancie weighs like 3 pounds. It is so ridiculously light. I don't know how, considering that it's a bunch of diamonds and rocks. It should be really fucking heavy, but it's not. So, Hidden Power Grass is the better alternative. It hits the Gastrodon for quad damage, and it prevents us from really getting walled by the Diancie if he brings Spadef Diancie. Focus Blast is for the Porygon 2 and the Heliolisk primarily. Surf is for the Rotom Heat. That's the only thing that I really need Surf for. It'll hit... It actually doesn't really hit anything else on his team. It hits Diancie, but... Hidden Power Grass also hits Diancie. Surf obviously hits it harder, but I need that Hidden Power Grass for Gastrodon because otherwise a Spadef Gastrodon would definitely wall us. It can easily take a Focus Blast with no problem. But anyway, it is now time for the heatiest, flamiest heat on this team. And the set, it's not that I'm proud of this set because, I didn't create it, obviously, but we are bringing Gravity Landorus. That's right, Gravity Landorus. You're probably thinking, why? Well, everything on my opponent's team, he doesn't have ground resists, except for one. And that is the Lilligant. That is his only ground resist. He has 2 ground immunities in the form of Skarmory and the Rotom Heat, both of which take super effective damage from Earthquake if they're on the ground. However, in order to get them on the ground, you have to either have Mold Breaker for the Rotom Heat, or you can use Gravity. And we do outspeed the Rotom, so we can, Gravity it, and then fucking destroy it with an Earthquake. A quad effective Earthquake from 145 soft stand boosted Landorus. I really want to do that. Knockoff is for the Porygon 2. I need Knockoff on this team, otherwise I could potentially get walled to death by the Porygon 2. And U-turn is for, like, if the Lilligant comes in, I need to get out because, 1, I don't want anything on my team being put to sleep, and 2, I don't want that thing setting up. U-turn will also do good damage. That's the thing. U-turn will do good damage no matter what. But that is actually going to be it for our team. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. It is very much greatly appreciated. But with that, I want to get about. Best of luck out there. I will see you all soon. Goodbye.